Peace, reflection. I love myself. You know, this journey is a beautiful one, and I'm so grateful for it. But that doesn't mean there's not going to be hard times. That doesn't mean there's not going to be bumps in the road. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get uncomfortable. Because when growing, it's uncomfortable. You know, when you were growing as a kid, you ever got those Charlie horse cramps when you were asleep, and your Babylon mom or dad would say, "Oh, those are growing pains." Or when you played sports and you woke up in those cramps, "Oh, those are growing pains." You know, when you're growing, it's uncomfortable. It's always going to be uncomfortable because you're changing, you're evolving, you're unlearning, and you're relearning. Now, when things get uncomfortable, when things are unease, don't run. Do not run. Face it head on. Face your emotions. Face your traumas. Face them all. Feel them. Deal with them. Because that is the only way you are going to be able to overcome them. The only way that you're going to be able to figure out the solution. There's always a solution. But if you can't face your traumas, your hurts, your pains, all those situations that arise, and you can't react to them correctly and righteous, and if you don't act correctly, you have to be able to admit that you didn't act correctly and figure out why you reacted that way, why you reacted with so much frustration instead of being calm and listening. You have to study your astrology to find out who you are so you can know yourself and love yourself. But it's a process. Please trust the process. When it gets uncomfortable, know that you're about to elevate. When things get uneasy and you're figuring yourself out and you pass those tests, know that you're growing. And I'm proud of you because you are me and I'm you. And I love myself. Perfection. So like I was saying, when things are uncomfortable or unease, or somebody is trying to understand you or speak to you about an uncomfortable situation or something that you don't like or something you're not ready to tackle or deal with about yourself, you cannot run from yourself. Do not, I repeat, run from yourself. Deal with yourself. The same understanding that you give to everybody else in this world in Babylon and love them and forgive them, you need to forgive yourself and love yourself and learn yourself and understand yourself. Give yourself the same patience that you give everybody else. That is true love. That is when you love yourself. When somebody can tell you something about yourself and you feel it in your spirit and you know it's the truth. And instead of you are quick to anger, but you can let it resonate, let it hit and say, yes, you are right. Even though it feels uncomfortable and I don't want to admit it and I don't want to say it, but I got to get over this. So I have to figure out why I do that. And I got to stop it. I got to stop the cycle. I got to replace it with something else. With the relearning, with the new information, with the new knowledge, with the new light codes. You got to let this old shit go. All this confusion and all these traumas, that's what you're dealing with in your journey. Don't run from your self-reflection. I love myself. I say it with so much passion because I am living this today, right now, where I cannot run from myself, but face me and say, okay, yeah, you do have a problem with that, and you need to work on that. And that is when you love yourself.